So the next job on the agenda is this 3.5 ton skip wagon. It's been back to where it was made to have new arms, extended arms put on because of damage, and a new headboard also because of damage. Instead of just painting the bits that's been put on, I'm going to give the whole thing a refresh. The bed, down the sides, around the back end, and all the arms. Probably get it all grinded off because it's quite worse for wear around the arms. Give it an 80 up and then use an epoxy primer and top coat it with Ayers Red. So if you'd like to follow along with this one, drop me a subscribe and we'll see how we get on. The idea with this one is, because the paint work's quite bad, it's gone rusty and it's pulled all the old paint off, I'm going to get to grinding all the arms up. I'll show you what I've just started doing on this side. Grind it all off with a soft pad on a grinder, and then I'm just going to 80 grit it back up to get rid of some of these fine scratches at the grind marks that have been left in. And then because I'm going to be using a Sickens epoxy primer, it should be thick enough. It's got enough of a build to cover these scratches over. So then when I put the top coat over the top, it should look brand new. So just a little thing that I've found coming down this side whilst taking the reflective tape off, and this is just a key pointer in this game really. When you're painting over different surfaces, you have to use different substances. So whoever's painted this the first time has either not keyed the steel work up enough, or they've not put the correct substance over the top of the steel, so it's not keyed properly. So as I'm pulling the stickers off, it's actually pulled all the paint away from the steel, which has kind of helped me out in the prepping aspect, but in the long run, this isn't going to be good for the job. It's all going to start to come off naturally on its own. So just a little pointer there. So I'm just going to show you now, in the matter of probably a space of an hour, where I've got to. Like I said, because the old paint's not actually keyed properly to the steel, it's made it a hell of a lot easier for me to prep it, just by scraping it all off and then really just feathering out the bits that actually have stuck to the steel. This bit on the other hand, the ramp, the paint's a lot thicker. It looks like it's actually been brush painted, so what I'll probably have to do with this is just get an 80 grit on the DA and literally bare metal both of the rams. So yeah, just thought I'd show you a little update where we got to so far. Coming along lovely. Okay, so this is where we're at now. I'd say I've probably got 90% of the prep work finished. I've just got done with the headboard and I've just finished prepping all the floor on the body. Just took a grinder with a soft pad to it and then whipped over it with an 80 grit on the DA just to take away most of the rust. Now I'm going to turn my attention back over to the side raves, just where the pittiness is, where the rust's at into the steelwork. I'm just going to put some fine filler over these bits and then knock them back just so they're lovely and flat when it gets painted. And then there's just a few little more bits just to tidy up in little gaps and so on. So we're going to get these bits done and then we'll switch over to masking, get her masked up, and then we'll get her ready for some paint. Sweet, so all the prep work's done. I've ended up just taking it one little step further. This is a bit of something new for me on a skip wagon. I noticed that whenever I was doing them, the arms, where the skips have been hitting them, they've actually put deep grooves and scratches in, and when you paint it, it does make it look a little bit on the worst side. So now what I've decided to do is just put a little bit of fine filler, nice and thin, so it won't crack, and just give them a nice little skim coat over both the arms just to tidy them up. Now when these are painted, it will look really lovely and flat. So yeah, all the prep work's done. Now I'm going to start over to masking. I'm going to get all the lights and bits and bobs masked up first. The rams, I'm going to try and seal off the grills over there in front of the headboard. Seal over that with some paper, chuck a bag over the cab, and then back mask all the way around the whole body, just to stop the overspray going under and coming out anywhere else. So yeah, that's next. Okay, so she's all masked up, ready to start painting. It's been back edged and sealed off underneath with paper. I've back edged and taped all that off as well up there to stop it blowing between the cab. I've also 2-inch taped all the back of the grills up to stop the paint blowing through. I was originally going to use paper and just seal it around the edge, but then I thought when it's flapping about, it's going to get stuck to the outside of the grills and it's just going to be a nightmare to demask. So yeah, the hole's masked off in the bottom. All the rams and everything are masked off. Back end's done. I've got the panel at the back. That's all prepped and ready to paint. This is the panel that's come from that square. That's ready to go. I've also put a nice beader sealer along there just to tidy it up, and just in a few bits down the sides as well. So yeah, let's get onto the painting aspect. I'm going to be using epoxy primer first. and then just recoat it twice over with a nice 2-pack Ayers Red. So this is the end of this one. This is all finished up now. Looking flipping wicked. Come out unreal. Got a beautiful shine to it. Not bad for 4 days work. All the back painted. Prep, masked and painted, 4 days. Just come out absolutely stunning. Subscribe for the next one.